Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the EWC Caribbean Belize 2021 National Finals. With us today, we have finalists who are aspiring to pitch their businesses for a chance to become their national representatives. I welcome the national host for Belize to give us a welcome address as we get started. Helen?
Greetings to all and welcome to the Entrepreneurship World Cup 2021 Belize. Excited to have all here Dr. Chamberlain, Mr. Victor Miranda, Ms. Crystal Legrand, Dr. Marcia Brandon, my sister Christy Frampton, and all our participants today. Keep calm. Remember your pitch will be 3 minutes and always remember to have fun. Good luck to all today, and thank you for being a part of this big event.
Thank you, Helen, and we're very excited to see the presentations today. Next, we have the EWC Caribbean Coordinator, Dr. Marcia Brandon. Dr. Brandon?
Okay. Can you see and hear me? Good. Yes?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, good. Hello, everybody again. I said this before, and well, I guess I said it before in another forum, in another room. But welcome everybody, and congratulations on making it to this part of the pitch event, of the EWC pitch event. As you know, EWC Entrepreneurship World Cup is a product or an event powered by 3 organizations. MISC Foundation, which is a non-profit philanthropic foundation, which was established by HRH Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman to discover, develop, and empower young people in Saudi Arabia and beyond, for them to become active participants in the future economy. It's also powered by Global Entrepreneurship Network. And Global Entrepreneurship Network is an organization that we in the Caribbean, GEN Caribbean, partners with. And GEN operates an array of programs in 180 countries. And they're aimed at making the ecosystem stronger for everyone anywhere to start and scale their businesses. And the third organization is the Global Education and Leadership Foundation. And that's focused on cultivating ethical, altruistic leadership, which is aimed at improving the overall standard of the world. So creating transformational leaders, which is what we need now during this COVID time as we build forward better and more equitably. I'm going to encourage everyone to have fun. EWC Caribbean is powered by EWC and GEN, but it's also powered in the Caribbean by COESL, Legrand Solutions, and Red Diamond Inc., powered through Global Entrepreneurship Network Caribbean. I want to encourage you all to have fun, as Helen said, and I want to encourage you to stay focused on your business, on your idea, on yourself. Forget about everything else. Just focus on you and do your thing. Have fun and good luck, everybody.
Thank you, Dr. Brandon. And we are excited to move forward. Before we get started, we have a word from the GEN Global organization, so the Global Entrepreneurship Network, by the name of Mr. Jonathan Ortman, the president of GEN, and he will give his welcome address. Jonathan Ortman, the president of Gen, and he will give his welcome.
We have no volume.
One minute as we make some changes here. It looks like
When you share, you have to say share audio as well when you do sharing the screen.
yeah. Thank you. Yes, we're going to have Jonathan now.
Hi, my name is Jonathan Ortmans, and I'm the president and the founder of the Global Entrepreneurship Network. And on behalf of all of our global partners, especially the MISC Foundation, I want to welcome you to the Entrepreneurship World Cup. Over the course of the last 3 years since we kicked off this initiative in nations across the world, we've helped more than 300,000 startups to test their ideas. Yes, they've competed for prizes. They've competed for the opportunity to get support, but in the end, all of them have got access to training, to perks, and to the networks of their peers that we hope will help them succeed if they didn't this time around. But this time around, yes, they're competing for $1 million in prizes and many millions of dollars in perks and other kinds of benefits, not to mention the training and the mentorship and the ongoing support that comes with being a part of the EWC community. We are very, very proud this year that the finals will be in November. They'll be back on back with the Global Entrepreneurship Congress, which is Gen's annual large gathering of the year of all 200 countries that we operate, that we're bringing together the leaders of those ecosystems with their startups and their investors to really take a close look alongside their governments at what the future has in store for us in this post-pandemic environment. Right now, we're seeing the roaring back of our economies, and it's time for us to take a careful and thoughtful look about where are the tailwinds, yes, but where are the opportunities for us to build back better in this post-pandemic global environment. So we'll be having that Congress. Whether you win and get into the EWC 100 and make it to the EWC final stage, it doesn't matter. You're all welcome to join the Global Entrepreneurship Congress in Riyadh in November. If indeed you're ready to get back to live face-to-face community building and relationship building, we would love to have you. More information can be made available at gec.co. But for today, we're focused on the Entrepreneurship World Cup. Welcome. We look forward to meeting all of the startups participating and look forward to seeing some of them indeed at the global gathering that takes place in November. So good luck and thank you.
Crystal, you're muted.
Thank you to Jen, the Miss Forum, and the TELF for making this available to the globe and making it possible for all of us to have the opportunity to have this pitch competition and to be presenting our businesses, not only in our countries, but across the globe. So we are very thankful for this opportunity and really to have the Caribbean represented in this event. So Gen Caribbean and the rest of the organizers and national organizers, I salute you for all your hard work that you've done so far. And right now we are ready to start off our pitch presentations in Belize. So the EWC Caribbean Belize 2021 National Pitch Competition is ready to go. And first up, we have none other than, and if I had a drum roll, I would make a drum roll, but unfortunately we don't have drum rolls today. But our national finalist number one, let's get, and Helen, if you can help me with the name for the first finalist, we can get started. Or Helen? Hi.
Helen, you're muted.
You are
here.
muted. Yes,
Look at
Helen.
the agenda.
We're actually, before we begin to share the finalists, can you please introduce the national judges for this year?
Okay, so the national judges this year includes Dr. Dion Chamberlain of Chamberlain Consulting. We also have Mr. Victor Miranda of Chamberlain Consulting as well, the CEO. And we have Christy Frampton, who is a part of the Belize Entrepreneur Spotlight. She's the CEO as well. We are starting today with Mr. Salim Hoy of Outwork Belize.
So, Mr. Sullen, we invite you to start sharing your screen. You will have 3 minutes to pitch. When you're starting your pitch, as soon as you begin, your time will also begin. At the 3-minute mark, I will say hello, and that will be your cue to stop if you haven't reached the end as yet. So, Mr. Sullen, please start sharing your screen. And judges, yes.
Please let me know when you've seen the presentation.
I see it. It is ready. And once you are ready, you can begin to speak.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Salim Hoy. This is Outwork Belize. One platform, many services. You better Belize it. Issues that we've seen with services is it's hard to locate someone that you trust in, the safety, the reliability of doing the job, and also the timeliness in which they can do it. The solution for this is that I've created a one-stop platform that's collated all services from Belize, which promotes transparency. So if there's any disputes, we do that through the chat to see who's going to get a refund. There's security as the local bank takes full responsibility for all transactions. And before you engage with the seller, they've already set a time of how long they could do this work. So once that work starts, a real timer starts so that the seller sees how much time he has left to complete that job. And the quality of the work, there's a review at the end of each work done for them. So that is an incentive. And also when you're searching for those services, you can read those reviews before you engage with the person. Now we've gotten comments from the private, public, and other sectors, and they're saying that something like this has been done before in Belize. It's good to circulate the money in Belize. People are very busy, so it's very convenient to have this service at your fingertips, and it is very easy for both the local and international market to access it, especially you can access to more public, as most people don't have access to credit cards, and we will have for debit cards as well and credit unions. Many says that, of course, that the website is done professionally, and they're excited, and it's long overdue. It is showing that it's a central place to find all services. It fosters commerce, and it's a one-stop. It's good to reach into this market. It also, they love that it supports Belizean talent and that this has never existed before. So as you can see here, we're displaying the website, and as you can see on this website, we have pictures of only Belizeans. So this is a freelancing Belizean place. As you can see here, these are the different services they engage in, the accounts. You can see their work by showing pictures or videos, their autobiography as well. You can see their star ratings already. You can read the reviews before you engage. You know who and what you're engaging with. We have comments, information. You can see that we're verified by GoDaddy as a secured website. And this is what we're promoting for to create new jobs and also for established business. This is Outwork Belize. Our business model is we take 10% commission from each transaction of every account. 7 goes to Outwork Belize and 3% for the bank services. So if there was to be, like, let's say a 3,000 transaction, from the $300 commission, 210 goes to Outwork Belize and 90 goes to the bank. So conservatively, if we're saying that from this one account, we had 2 transactions every week of the month for a year, we would be getting $20,000, $20,160 from that one account. Now, because of COVID, this is very good for us that it has really pushed Belize into the digital market, and we'd really like to surf that wave first. Currently, there's no competition, and we're first to the market. We're user friendly. We also have our app on the Android market. Their detailed profile, so you know who you're talking to and what they're about, and traceability through the chat for any disputes. The team is myself, CEO. I hold a master's degrees, international
Thank you,
master's degrees in
Salim.
business administration. So thank you for enjoying this presentation.
Perfect. All right. The 3 minutes move so quickly, and we totally understand. So we invite the judges to come one at a time. Judges, you have 2 minutes each to question Salim. I will start, and I will turn it over to Dr. Dion Chamberlain. You have the floor.
All right, I have 2 quick questions. What is your recruitment strategy for gaining the service sector online? And second, when your information is stating that there are many or several or a lot, realistically within a marketing environment, we're looking for statistical data to support this information. Do you have statistical data to support your marketing planning design?
Okay, so we're recruiting people. We're advertising through the social medias. We're also going to different stores to explain how we can offer their business to go online, and also for those that haven't created or registered a business, to also encourage them to do so, especially after the COVID impact. And we're currently gathering those statistics. So this is just from a survey that you had seen there. We have many more answers, just to put a few. We're doing that through social media and also talking to different businesses. So that's currently for the statistics.
Am I allowed to ask one more?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
I'm just
you
a bit
still have a few
confused. Okay.
seconds.
I'm just a bit confused because you're saying you're going to their stores. Are you looking at the product or the service sector? Because obviously the product sector is a storefront. The service sector is something different. I am the president of the Association of Service Providers for the country. And I mean, on a service perspective, it's a different market or target from when you're looking at a product sector. So I'm just a bit confused in terms of, is it service or product that you're focusing on?
Sure. So at work, Belize deals with two aspects. One is the service, and secondly, our customized products. So those are the two things we're offering the public. Something that a product that could be made customizable, and mostly services.
Okay, thank you.
But nothing with food.
Thank you. Next, we invite Judge Christie. You can ask your question.
Hi, Salim. So I know that you're looking at your customer base, but are you being particular about the customer base that you're offering your services to?
At the moment, we're looking at registered business established so that we can start off with that and get some traction. And then afterwards, we're inviting the new businesses that want to, well, people that are unemployed that could create their new business and register. So we're going in that sequence.
Okay, so with the local entrepreneurs that you're looking at, are you looking at not only their business in general, but also providing them with services to build their customer service skills as well? Because, you know, customer service skills also play a very vital role with how a business actually does.
Yeah, we're looking at first established services before we go into the rest. What we want to do is create an infographic video so that they understand what they're getting into before they get into it.
I have one more question for you. What tactics right now are you finding that, you know, are the best and most successful tactics to actually find your customers to be able to provide them with your service?
The tactic is what I've done is I've made a recorded video of what the site is about and how to go about registering, and how it would be an advantage for your business to move into the digital, as Belize is very young in that stage. But with the COVID, it's forcing both public and private sectors to go in, and that's how I've started first.
Okay. Thank you so much, Celine.
Thank you. Yes, we can go to the next judge. Thank you.
Okay, I am more about the business model. Can you expound on your business model? I mean, especially what's your target out there? Because as we know in Belize, businesses really have a difficulty in paying for this type of services. So explain your business model, how you get that buy-in, basically.
Okay, so the accounts are free, so the businesses can go up and they could advertise it. They could advertise it from the website to the social medias, and the way we get our money is just through a transaction. So it's a 10%, and we share that with the bank. That the bank gets 3%, we get 7%. So they're not charged anything to put their site, their account up, and everything. The fee comes when that transaction happens. I don't know if that was clear enough.
Yes, thank you so much to Salim Hoy. You did a wonderful job. We will have the next speaker now. Helen, can you please introduce the next finalist to pitch their presentation?
Okay, Salim, excellent job. Tell you just keep it fun and we'll get through this all together. Our second entrepreneur to present will be from Toucan Education Programs Limited, Ms. Rudine Petrov.
Ms. Petrov, you can go ahead and start sharing your screen. Similar to the finalists before you, you have 3 minutes to pitch. The minute you start speaking, your time will begin. So once you start sharing your screen, then we will go. Your time will start. Are you? And you are muted, by the way, if you need to unmute.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm getting ready to share my screen. Thank you.
Perfect, thank you. Judges, you can use this time to finish out your tally for the first finalist, and you can give us a thumbs up when you are complete so that we know that you're ready for the next presentation.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay.
Yes, perfect.
Yeah.
So once you start, you have 3 minutes.
Wonderful.
One more thing before you begin. Judges, are you ready? Thumbs up. Yes. You can begin.
Welcome, EWC Belize, to Toucan Education Programs. I am happy, grateful, and deeply honored to be here with you today. I invite you to join me on a journey with our students from Toucan Education Programs. Nature is your alarm clock as the bright Belizean sun pours through your bedroom window and a melodious blackbird sings you a song. The excitement grows as you think about your day ahead and your assigned project. You are excited to be with the host organization in Belize that is doing groundbreaking work in the community. And your Belizean colleagues are doing amazing work and are passionate about the programs they provide. Now, you have an opportunity to contribute meaningfully to the people of Belize. You know that this education abroad experience will transform your worldview, offer unlimited opportunities to learn and grow, boost your resume, and increase your opportunities. With 44.8 million US undergraduate students and 16% expected to study abroad, even in a post-COVID world, the study abroad market will continue to grow. This growth is driven by the competitive edge that students gain from an international experience. And US companies place a high value on the employability skills gained as a result. US institutions are rushing to send more students abroad. And some even made it a graduation requirement. So why Toucan? Students and educators love partnering with us because they're attracted to our social enterprise business model. They know they will make a positive impact before, during, and after they've studied abroad in Belize. They can offset their flight carbon footprint with our Plant a Tree program in partnership with FCD. They know that a portion of their fees will go to the M&M Scholarship to help high school students in Belize. Toucan Education Programs is a beacon for ethical and responsible education abroad, championing reciprocity, intentional hands-on, and international learning in Belize. As the world begins to open up, this is the ideal time to scale Toucan Education Program to meet its 2022, 2024, and 2032 revenue goals. We're asking for a $700,000 investment. Join us on our quest to positively transform more US college students while making a positive impact in Belize. Thank you.
Thank you. Great presentation. I will have Judge Dion, Dr. Dion, start off with the first question.
Thank you very much. The first thing that I wanted to find out is, where are your markets located? Or have you chosen out of the 52 states, or are you utilized? I mean, are there European students? What is your target market that you are focusing on at this point?
Excellent question, thank you. We're targeting the 4 students who are pursuing an undergraduate degree, a 4-year degree, simply because those students, this opportunity will enhance their competitiveness and allow them to better get into the job market. So that's our market.
Okay, so you're doing this for the entire United States of America, or you have select colleges which are on your radar?
Yes, that's another good question. We look at private institutions and also state-funded institutions.
Okay, and what is your market size at this point?
Yes, we're looking at a 1.4% once we get to 2032. That's the market size that we want to have for Toucan.
Thank you.
Thank you as well.
Thank you. Next, we have Judge Christie.
Oh, you're muted.
Yes, Christie.
And here I go talking. It happens to the best of us. Are there specific courses that you're targeting with the students that you're bringing in to study here?
Excellent question. Yes, we look at the cultural resources and the environmental resources that we have in Belize. So currently we're offering 6 programs for students. So one is on sustainability, and we offer service learning in Belize, as well as internships opportunity for students. And we offer, there are 2 additional new ones. One is a cultural learning in Belize, where we're looking at the different cultures of Belize. And the other one is a natural resource and tourism program. We also work closely with faculty to internationalize their courses taught on campus so that they can have their student have an international experience while they're leading the program.
I know your main focus is for American students, but what about the local economy? Students from Belize, are they able to partake and learn and also attend the courses?
Yes, although that's not something that we've focused on, based on how institutions work with us, quite often that is something they want integrated. So we've done some of that where we've worked with University of Belize Agriculture Department, and we've worked with John Paul, and we've worked with a few other schools. But primarily the students who are coming here are looking at the opportunities that we can offer them. Yes.
And I'm also assuming that you have local entrepreneurs that you work with, like local tour guides and business places that you're working with for them to assist you with the line of business as well. So I was curious more about the delivery. For example, if you have your students come in, are you taking them on regular tours in Belize? Are you focusing on particular aspects of Belize, or it's the whole cultural environment?
It all depends on the learning outcome of the program. That will determine the experiential pieces that the students will experience. For example, if students are doing service learning in the community, then we look to our community partners for them to tell us how they think students can support, whether or not it's a nonprofit, a private organization, or governmental organization. Yes.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
And last but not least, we have Judge Victor.
Yes.
Hi, yes, good afternoon again. I personally want to look at predictability, and you said you had 4 competitors, and also what market are you attracting? Is it European? Is it Americas? What are you looking at?
We're focused on the United States market for a couple of reasons. It's close proximity to Belize, the fact that it's English speaking. And so those are the primary reasons why we're targeting United States. For us to grow, as we grow, we will expand into other countries. We're looking at the UK with the Brexit. We know that the UK now want their students to go worldwide. They don't want them to just stay in Europe. So we're looking to that to be the next market, and Canada.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So we are going to move right along to our next finalist. And our next finalist, national host Helen, please announce the next finalist.
Okay, we're at the third entrepreneur, and I'm bringing forward Asville Soul Holdings Limited, Ms. Hewitt Saul.
Ms. Hewitt, you also can start sharing your screen and unmuting yourself. Like the other finalists, you have 3 minutes to present your business. In your 3 minutes, you will tell us why you should be the Belize next national finalist and move on to the regionals.
Can everyone see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen. We will give the judges 1 extra minute, a few more seconds to tally their results from the last presentation before you begin. So we want to make sure that the judges have their full attention on you. So judges, if you can give us a thumbs up, let us know if you are ready for the next pitch. Great.
Greetings, my name is Hewitt Saul and I am the CEO of Asville Saul Holdings, or ASH Limited. Although I am a one-woman team, I assure you I am a formidable force. ASH Limited is an emerging parent or holding company that is currently operating out of my home in Ladyville. ASH's aim is to create sustainable operating companies engaged in secondary production for exportation, starting with Coral Safe Sunscreen. Where did I get this idea from? Well, as a trained economist, I noted trade balance issues along with a lack of value-added activities for Belize's exports. Many opportunities are unaddressed. Specifically, the Caribbean produces mainly organic waste, and the seashore collects inputs for biofuel and fertilizer that we bury. Lastly, the coral bleaching and fish feminization caused by the oxybenzone in many imported sunscreens mean that the majority of my competition is actually harmful for our reef ecosystems. Unlike other sunscreen suppliers, Bayer is an artisan coral-safe sunscreen made with natural and organic ingredients, and the bottle is biodegradable. I conducted market research for my thesis, and here are some results. The frequency distributions showed that majority of the respondents found both the texture and scent appealing. Also, 88.8% were willing to purchase it, and it consistently outperforms established and well-known brands. In 2019, the global market size was $13 billion US, and with a compound annual growth rate of 3.5%, it was projected to be $16.84 billion by 2027. The target market is broadly conscientious sun lovers, but I am zeroing in on tourist shopping in local resort gift shops. My suggested retail price is $25 US, and my wholesale price is $20 US. If 2,400 units are sold in a year at $20 US, the projected revenue would be 96,000 Belize dollars, and the gross profit would be 54,948 Belize dollars. When the road leading to land owned in Sand Hill is cleared by the government of Belize, this requested funding would finance land preparation, fencing, agricultural assistance, and the construction of a processing plant. Intellectual property registration, certification for exportation, and a year's expenses would be covered as well. Thank you. Please choose Ash Limited and help us transform Belize.
Thank you. Yes, sorry, I was looking for my unmute button. So let's kick off the judges' questions with our Judge Christie. Why don't you start this time?
Irene, thank you so much. I had one question. So I noticed that you're talking about organic products in general, including even the bottling of your product. It's organic. It's supposed to not cause any further damage to the planet, to Earth. For testing purposes, what base are you looking at? Like, what type of organic products? I mean, I'm looking at how much testing you're doing. How can you confirm that there are people that don't have any reactions to any of the products that you're using? And then, of course, the cost point at $20. That's a very, very high cost point. So how are you working with the price point, with the fact that it's organic, with the testing?
Okay. Two of the main ingredients are actually grown by me. So that would be aloe vera and mint. And when it comes to reactions, no skincare product could guarantee that there would be no reaction for everyone that uses it. So what was important is that on the label, there is a disclaimer, which is on many sunscreens, saying that if a rash or irritation occurs, please stop use and seek medical attention. Did I miss?
So, I mean, prior to actually selling the product, did you do testing? Did you have people that you just knew and say, hey, can you go ahead and test out this product for me? Can you tell me how it works? And how many people more or less have you tested with the product?
Okay, so for my thesis, I tested 80 people. And within that test, one test was to put a well-known brand on one arm and my sunscreen on the other. And we made sure whenever, this is an exercise that's repeated, and whenever it's repeated, I ensure to use someone with less melanin in their skin to ensure that it really is a superior product. But the certification, one of the things that I would like to fund would be the certification where an external auditor or an external certification body would be able to confirm what I'm saying.
And I know that you said this is all, two of the products are homegrown. So I'm thinking as well that you have put in some funding into your venture, especially to become an entrepreneur. Did you have to have any external resources for funding, or everything is out of pocket for you at this point in time?
Everything is out of pocket at this time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our next judge with the questions, Judge Victor.
Hi, yes, I always, when I look at business, I always look at the business model, and I normally use the business canvas as my jumping ground. So when I look at this one model, I am looking at key stakeholders is very important for this to be a successful product. So what are you looking at? You're looking in the future. What is it that you're looking at to be your key stakeholders for the development of your product?
My key stakeholders include Alibaba for the biodegradable bottling. And currently, the strategy is to purchase all of the locally available ingredients from Brody's. And the other items, there are still some things that I need assistance with, like, for example, finding not biodegradable, but waterproof, weatherproof labeling. So that input would be another stakeholder kind of a gap, but I'm working on it. But for now, besides Brody's and Alibaba, also Beltrade, I have an advisor there, and they're very helpful. And that's it for now. Yes, the key stakeholders.
Thank you. Our final judge, Dr. Dion.
I want to probably jump off where Mr. Miranda was in reference to your value chain. I'm honestly a bit concerned that you are purchasing within a local grocery store perspective where you can't necessarily ensure that your value chain supplies will always be in stock, especially with a current environment where we're seeing lesser foreign exchange. And so products that are being brought in at certain levels may not necessarily be available. How do you plan to ensure continuity of your product without having direct source supply and being able to scale up at the level of productivity that you need to get to that, to even be able to set up of that plant and all of those different areas that you're looking at?
Okay, so I have a plan B and a plan C in case any of these products are unavailable. And as for scaling up in the long run, when I would be able to purchase, say, a case of a specific input, I intend to cut out the middleman and go directly to the source. So another ingredient is honey. So I intend in time to cut out Brody's or whichever retailer and go directly to Kayo Honey and get secure cases for inventory. And that's one. Another one would be Maya Secret. They've started to make rubbing alcohol. So that's another input I would be able, in time, once I'm able to scale up my production with this processing plant. I expect to be able to cut out the middlemen, and that would also help with the price. And I suspect I would be able to enter the local market and provide sunscreen for local retailers at a lower price, a lower suggested retail price, as well as a lower wholesale price.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Ms. Saul, you can take a breath now and relax. You did fantastic.
Thank you very much.
You're most welcome. Over to you, Helen, to announce our next finalist.
Hewitt, you can stand up and shake it off a bit now. I understand the feeling. I've been in this situation too many times. Good job. All right, next up, we have a fourth entrepreneur presenting the well-known Stop Bob Higher Learning Institution, Mr. Leonard Allen. Is Leonard around?
Yes, Mr. Allen You can begin to share your screen.
I have a very important question. This is my first time using Zoom, so
no problem. We're here to help.
Screen.
So at the center, at the bottom, you will see share screen.
Share screen.
Yeah. And then once you see that, a pop-up window will turn up. Next, you will select which screen you need to share. If there is a video included, please click on the bottom options that says optimize video. And then you can share.
Click on the video itself or on the document file?
On the document file.
The document file that you're about to share.
Okay.
Fantastic. Okay, you're sharing the folder.
Click on the one that you want.
Whichever presentation you want us to see.
Okay.
Is that it that you want to show?
Yes.
Okay. We will wait for it to load. So don't worry. I will give you the same introduction. So you have 3 minutes to pitch, as you know. As soon as your presentation has loaded, your turn and you begin to speak at rather, then your time will begin. So we will first assure that your presentation is on.
The similar screen, so I guess it's on, right?
We're seeing a blank screen at the moment. Is it a video? Can you please?
Now click share screen again.
If it's not working, then stop sharing this that you're sharing right now. So stop share is at the top.
What is it? Oh, stop share.
There we go. Then click share screen again.
Open the file.
Or actually, can you open the file that you want to share before you start sharing the screen?
Okay, just one moment.
Sure. What we will do while you find the file, unless you're ready.
I guess I have the video file that I'm using. I guess I cannot share video file. I don't know why.
You can. Okay, so I will speak to you via text offline, and I will go on to the next finalist.
Yes.
And we will come back to you after that. So, Ms. Helen, can you please announce the next finalist?
Okay, the fourth entrepreneur in this case will be via Resources Limited, Mr. Alex Vanzi.
One moment, I can't mute. Like the whole screen as well. What is what look for?
Okay, so we can hear you, and I can mute you. So it's don't sweat it. Yeah,
you can go ahead, Alex.
Alex, you can start sharing your screen.
Is it showing?
Yes, it's showing. You can make it full screen.
Okay.
And your pitch will, your pitch will begin as soon as you begin speaking.
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. My name is Alex Vanzi. I'm an architect and building performance analyst, co-founder and managing director of Via Resources, which is an interdisciplinary company committed to the development and management of sustainable and climate resilient projects. The problem: human activity and interaction with the planet has caused adverse effects on the environment and quality of life. There is limited organizations that provide holistic solutions to mitigate these adverse effects. Currently, There is an inadequate process and affordability to develop and execute sustainable projects comprehensively. The solution is to create a digital platform and service that clients can utilize to effortlessly plan, develop, and operate and maintain a project. The market size. If we focus on the construction market globally, it's $12 billion. In Belize, it's $81 million. And with the anticipated company market share of 10% initially is $8.1 million. The product. There are three categories of products and services that are available to offer to clients to develop and operate the various project types, which are the built environment, services, and general products. These are some examples.
Thank you.
The business model is to take 15% commission on cost to develop and operate a sustainable project. If we focus on the initial market share of 10%, it will give us $8.1 million. The average fee is $22.5 thousand with a projected annual implementation of strategies in the three categories that are anticipated to drive the market, which are events, partnerships, and marketing. Our competition is generally located in affordable, traditional, and expensive, affordable in traditional and expensive traditional. Our competitive advantage is the three C's that encompasses product value, which is convenience,
We're no longer hearing anything that you're saying.
for projects. Sorry, we're seeking financing for 12 months to achieve 54 project engagements. That's it. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Alex. We seem to have had some connectivity issues throughout your presentation. Your voice was coming in and out. So I will allow for the judges to ask 2 questions each then to further elaborate so that you have a moment to explain. So Judge Christie, can you start us off with the first question?
So you said that you're looking for working with us for the 54 project engagements that you have over the next 12 months. But I'm a little bit confused because a lot of it cut in and out there. So currently you have 54 projects that are pending that you're working on, or do you have 54 projects that you are pending to start working on, like contracts already? Sorry about that. I was speaking muted again. You mentioned that you have 54 projects pending currently, or project engagements pending currently. Are these all local? And I guess a lot of it was missed what you cutting in and out there. So I was just curious, are they all local? Are they all contracted already or not? And I believe that he dropped because I'm not seeing him anymore.
Yes, I believe so as well.
Connection.
I believe that Alex may have had a connectivity issue. So what we will do is when he rejoins, we can do his Q&A section. Mr. Leonard, are you ready to pitch?
I would believe so, I guess. I think
Yes, can we
run.
have you share your screen?
There you go.
Perfect.
That's the best possible way to do it right now.
And if there is a under slideshow, if you click on start from the beginning, it will go to full screen.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're most welcome. So as soon as you begin to speak, your time will begin.
Good day, my name is Leonard Allen. Stopback Higher Learning Institution is an institution to provide the necessary knowledge to educate the student and to create jobs or businesses. Free educational system with no grading system, as it does not matter who got 100% or 20%. All students will be treated according to their ability to learn. This pandemic showed that online schooling is a beautiful way for students to be in classes in other foreign countries, and also for teachers from other foreign countries to teach our students. Not everyone can afford education, which most of the time lead to many poverty problems. To avoid these problems, Stopback Higher Level Institution Career Center is incorporated with the educational system to educate the student in the career desire. Stopback Higher Level Institution will also provide a sporting complex with pool to create pro athletes and gymnasts with full-time training, focusing on their career, also to compete in the future Olympics. Stopback Foundation is to provide an orphanage, homeless shelter, and feeding program, provide a free health clinic and a hospital with low budget system. Providing these needs will also reduce the crime rate in Belize. At this ideal stage, I am first engaging in creating my own business and invention, Belizeopoly, a board game that teaches history of Belize. Kings and Queens Shoe Outlet is another business selling product with affordable prices. Also, my Stopback Film Studio will be another media outlet to generate revenue, advertisement, commercial, and personal motivational videos. I really enjoy this opportunity. Thank you guys for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Allen. We turn it over to our first judge. Let us begin with Dr. Dion.
Thank you for that, Mr. Allen. I need to have some clarity for myself.
Yes.
Your focus is an educational institution that does not penalize students for intellectual capacity, but for growth and growing capacity, and that will be funded by your 3 other businesses. So what are you pitching here today? Is it the foundation? Is it the businesses that you will be using to fund this educational facility? And are you pitching both the board game, the shoe store, and the video production company? Because I'm kind of a bit like, I don't know what I'm critiquing or evaluating at this point in terms of the people predictability and potential and all of that. So what are we focusing on right now, just so that I can wrap my head first, because I need to figure out what am I judging.
Okay, what we're focusing on the institution itself. With the institution, yes?
The NGO, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right, thank you. So in reference to this educational facility, there are often the 8 P's of marketing, which one of the most important ones are the people. Who are you? What is your target market? And definitely, what is the cost to create this first? I guess you're doing this in levels or in tranches. What is your actual cost to roll out the first tranche? And how do you start seeing the rate of returns in terms of your entire marketing plan?
Well, actually, I never plan out the cost of the full institution with all I will be needed in the class as yet, because I'm at the ideal stage. What I'm first will do, I first need to calculate the cost of land, because I didn't calculate the cost of land as yet either. I was more focused on the creating my business more as an entity that will support me rather than depending on grants or anyone else. I can more start my foundation by myself, whereby people will see the potential and see the growth.
So which one of them are you focusing right now? Is it the video production or the shoe sales or the game design?
Actually, I'm focusing on 3 of them at the moment.
Wow, you're impressive. I guess you're what we call a classic entrepreneur, the serial kind who jumps from one to the next, because that's what entrepreneurs do. They get tired of one and they move on to the next, right? So I guess this is not really a question, but it's really an advice, is to really focus on one, hone it in really well, and then you can start moving on the next one, because it's very difficult for anyone to make sure that you have one that is scalable, that it can stand on its own, so you can give the attention, because your idea is a great one. It's just a matter of how do you actually get it to the point of growth and scalability is what I believe that we'd like to know, which you know.
With the 3 business, all of them will be active by, I can say, by end of this year, because as much as it will be difficult, honestly and truthfully, it is not really difficult to really do the Kings and Queens shoes outlet. That will be very easy to market as well. And the board game, honestly and truthfully, I'm already finalizing the quotation so I can have it marketed in Belize within this year as well. And the film studio as well, I'm already investing in my equipment, and that will be reaching within the next 2 weeks.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. So we have our next judge with her questions, Mr. Victor.
Okay, again, I go back to the business canvas. And why I say that is because I have been also watching a Montessori school grow in Belize, and it has been a difficult thing. As a matter of fact, the Ministry of Education denied the license at the first instance. Okay, so what do you see are the key activities which you need to be able to start? The NGO, of course.
Just to start, the NGOs as an institution along with the foundation, because the foundation will be started before the institution, as that will provide more help to the people, also will create jobs at the time. And with this foundation, I will be using this to generate the revenue to build the institution.
Okay, point taken.
Thank you. And our final judge, Judge Christie, over to you.
Hello, Leonard. Good afternoon. I am thinking that your idea is a very formidable one. You know, I like the concept. I like the idea of offering free education. There's a lot of poverty already in Belize, but I do see whereby there's a lot of work that needs to be done to get to that point whereby you can actually open up your StopBav NGO school for students. So it's not really a question per se. I do understand that aside from this, you have your other 3 businesses that you're sorting out as well. Do you have any outside funding that you're looking for as well to actually be able to start developing the other businesses before we get to actually building the school?
Yes, at this very moment, I do have outside funding, which also is funding the Belize Apollo, the game board, the Kings and Queens, and the film studio at this very moment.
And I know that you're saying that this is free education for all the students, but we're also looking at teachers, paying teachers, paying for all the bills that come along with running a school. it is a great idea that you have there, that you're wanting to develop students overall. You want to develop a different culture and mentality for the younger generation of Belize. But I do have to agree with Ms. Dr. Dion right now that there's a lot of work that you have to do, and I would say focus on one thing, build one, and then move on to the next one so that you can achieve this dream and this goal.
With the institution and with everything that I'm planning, yes, I do understand that the key is to focus on one thing, but my main focus is the institution. And because I'm so focused on the institution, for teachers will be paid as well. I will not open this institution until I have approximately at least over $1 million or more revenue that will pay teachers and everyone within for at least 3 to 4 years, rather than depending on outside sources.
Have you ever thought
before I reach to the institution, I am mainly focused, like you said, I'm focused on the game and the shoes outlet. Everything is in construction at this very moment to help bringing everything together.
Have you ever thought about starting off this concept virtually? Right now, virtual learning is a huge thing. And then from the virtual concept, of course, you can develop more into actually building the school. And with that, you can also garner more people. They will learn more about what you're trying to do. And then from there, maybe that will also garner more options for funding as well.
I did went and do a research on videos for do a virtual online classes for the meanwhile. However, when I understand Belizean on a whole and really understand Belizean, it will be very hard to maintain students online who can be well focused, as we can see with this pandemic. So I decided to say I can wait. If it takes about 30 to 40 years, yes, I can wait to make sure my institution is fully structured and can be functional within each district, honestly and truthfully.
Okay. I honestly love your passion for getting this job done, and I'm more than sure that this is a huge dream for you, and I commend you on dreaming big. And I hope you continue pushing forward, to fulfill your dreams.
Thank you.
Thank you to the judges. We are moving forward, and I think we are more than halfway through our presentations. I would like to invite Mr. Alex to rejoin us, so that he can answer the judges' questions based on his pitch. Alex, are you with us?
Yes, hi. Apologies about that. I had some technical difficulties.
We fully understand. So I'm going to give the judges just a few seconds to tally their scores for the finalists who just pitched. And then once they are ready to go, then they can begin their questions for you. I will also ask the judges if they would like to see your presentation over, because the first time you were a bit choppy. So if the judges can give me a feedback, if they can move straight into the questions for Mr. Alex, or if they need to see the presentation again.
Prepared to go directly into the questions. I'm not sure about the rest.
Okay.
I am prepared as well.
Great. Great. Okay, so let's kick off the questions with you, Mr. Victor. You can ask the first question.
Okay, then my first question is people, because when I heard he was an architect, I went to the website and looked at there's only 38 actually registered architects in the country of Belize. I did not see Alex's name, so I am assuming you are going to register Alex. Is that?
I actually was recently incorporated as a corporate member.
Okay, so that means
they haven't updated their website as yet.
Yeah, so that would mean 39.
Check with the association.
That would mean you have 39
Sorry?
competitors, right? So now that would be 38 competitors then. So in your presentation, you said that you're looking for 10% of the market share.
Mm-hmm.
So what is the marketing strategy then? Because you have 38 competitors out there. What is the marketing strategy to acquire that 10%?
Well, I'm focused, as you know, on the sustainable development aspect, and there's not a lot of architects that are currently aimed in that direction. For that reason, it's not marketed as a architectural firm. The idea is to incorporate it as a whole, and go from there. Go directly business to business and client to client, and online ventures, to seek that attention, market it as a sustainable development company rather than a architectural firm, because focused in that area. Some of them do, but they do not market it directly as that type of company.
Okay, so you are targeting then business to business. You will not get into the residential aspect then.
That too as well, business and direct to clients as well, which will include residential, industrial, commercial, all of what is known as the built environment, public infrastructure, private infrastructure, roadways, bridges, anything that has to do with the built environment.
Okay then. All right. Point taken. Now I understand more of it. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. So we move on to our next judge, Judge Dr. Dion.
I thank you so much. I'm actually very excited about what it is that you're talking about. I've worked with clients that have done the only living building that has actually been able to create its own sustainability in full production of even its energy and supply within the building itself. And of course, our developers who are looking for LEED certification, whether it be gold or higher. So this is a new move which the industry is heading towards, and because of green climate financing, that is really a direction where you can find organizations and homes can get better funding through that. My question has to do in reference to your marketing strategy, and I guess coming back right there, in terms of getting 8.1% of the market share, I believe that you maybe, is it that you're thinking 8.1% of the client base or 8.1% of the fiscal investment within the country under green climate funding and development? And who, or have you identified who your target market or target networks are at this point?
Right, so it's the target market share is 10% at the moment, a modest market share. That is taken into that it will take time to grow our market share, based on you have to educate the public about what it is that we're trying to do. The targeted partners and groups that we're trying to attain at the moment is directly to customers or clients who are seeking to develop a residential project or a commercial project, and also to businesses that are involved in these types of work. You have electricians, you have engineers, also other architects that are involved in trying to aim towards this goal. Environmentalists as well. So it's grouping all those entities together to put a sustainable project in play.
Okay, I would thank you for that. One recommendation I would have for you is to look at where green financing is available, because right now the financial institutions are offering lower interest rates for those who are interested in developing, utilizing green technology. And so basically, lower interest is always exciting to clients. And so maybe that may be another direction that you may want to focus on. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. And our final judge, Judge Christie, you have the floor.
I know you mentioned towards the ending of your presentation that currently you have 54 project engagements. Do you have any active projects running right now?
Currently, the strategy that I've been doing is doing a lot of pro bono work to get clients involved and understand what the company is about. I've recently completed a consultancy for the Ministry of Education, which was partly entailed to providing consultancy services to monitor certain projects that they were doing. No? So at this, to scale back and to restructure the company, and so we can scale up.
Thank you. That was the only question I had.
Thank you. And thank you so much, Ms. Alec. I was so happy that you were able to rejoin us and get your judges' questions in. You did great. So we are moving on to our final contestant, our finalist in the EWC National Pitch Competition for Belize. So Ms. Helen, please announce the next presenter.
Okay, so our final presentation for the afternoon comes from Always Jungle Excursion, Mr. Jahir Awe.
Mr. Jahir, as with all the finalists that presented before you, please begin to share your screen.
Can you guys see my PowerPoint?
We can see your PowerPoint. Can you please make it full screen? There we go. Right. Fantastic. We will allow the judges to have a few seconds to let us know if they are ready for the next pitch with a reaction thumbs up, and then you can begin.
Good. You guys ready?
Yes, the judges are good to go. So Jahir, you have the floor. You have 3 minutes. And the minute you say your first word, your time begins.
All right. Good afternoon. My name is Jahir Awe. I'm one of the owners, co-owner, and founder of Awe Jungle Excursions. We're one of the newest tour companies in Belize, offering a new and exciting tour to one of Belize's lost, forgotten attractions. Our tour consists of 8 miles off-road, 8 river crossing, and a 30 minutes hike to the second largest drop in Belize. Right? So our problem would be access. The reason why a lot of people have never been to Davis Falls is because the road access. 8 river crossing and 8 miles off-road, right? Also, if you ask any locals or Belizeans, a lot of them have never been to Davis Falls, which is surprising because it's second to the tallest waterfall in Belize, which is 1,000 foot. But what beats the 1,000 foot when it comes to Davis Falls is that you could actually swim at Davis Falls. Our solution is that we needed something big, something that wouldn't send our vehicles to the mechanic every now and again. And also when the rainy season hits, we would be able to do tours rain or shine. So we needed something like a John Deere 4x4 on fully customized trailer, which contains bus seats, able to carry 20 people comfortably. It also has airbag suspension at the bottom for comfort for the off-road, and with built-in speakers. Our product is easy to use, easy to book. You just go online, look us up, our details, book. We would usually call our guests a day or two before the trip just to confirm, right? And then we have the day prepared for you. The Belize tourism industry, #1 foreign exchange earning in Belize with a 23% GDP. As you can see, the tourism industry is growing since starting January this year to mid-2021. Our market size, 65,000 arrival, total arrivals in Belize since starting of the year to May, right? 20% of those arrivals visited southern Belize. You see, this shows our amount of trips done this year, and you can see it starting to rise, even though with the pandemic at hand. Right? Our competitive advantage is that one, we have land. We have all the land in the right places. We own the last 50 acres closest to the waterfall, 30 minutes walk away. And also we're the only company providing tours to Davis Fall. Other competitive advantages that our transportation, we're able to do tours rain or shine. Our future opportunities, expansion of tour activities outside Stone Creek, and also the creation of an eco lodge. As you can see, the red arrows shows all the property owned by our Jungle Excursions. At first, we wanted to do our eco lodge all the way close to Davis Fall, the red arrow, but due to the rivers, the river crossing would be hard for us to do eco lodge there. So we decided to locate it in the middle. That way we don't have to deal with the river crossings, because on the rainy season, we don't want our guests to get trapped all the way in Davis Fall. Our business model, our Jungle Excursion, we use a growth first business strategy, meaning that all the profit goes back into the company. So 20% commission to all our partners. We're trying to convince other resort store company to work with us. We charge $85 US per person. It only costs us two persons pay for the cost of the trip.
Thank you for your presentation.
Okay.
Yes. So we invite the judge, Dr. Dion, to start us off with the first question.
Excellent presentation. Actually, I'm guilty. I'm one of those Belizeans who has not been to that area as yet, so I am looking forward to that. One of the things that I wanted to ask in terms of your pricing, how did you create that pricing methodology, and how does that assist you in being able to scale up to the level that you can be able to buy the other equipment that you're looking at, and also the expansion of the lodge and the different aspects that you are
the 85
right
US is not too expensive and it's not too cheap. For all the tours, average price would be over $100,000. I mean, over $100 US. And our tour is an all-day tour, and it is $85 US per person, and that includes everything from food to guide to driver to towels to snacks, transportation, and it's an all-day tour, right? Everything included in that price.
And that was specifically my question, is the fact that I found that it's a little bit on the low side. And I mean, again, one of the things in terms of pricing is that a lot of times as entrepreneurs, we try to go in with the lowest price market level, and we have to look at profitability. We have to look at replacement of items, the investment potential, staffing needs, especially with COVID right now, there's a lot of investment that is required. And so one of the important things that is important at this point is for you to go in at that right price level, because it's very difficult for you to ramp that up at a later point and be able to your market accept it. And so that's
when we came with our price, we made sure that at least 2 people could cover up for the trip total. So once we cover more than 2 people, it's already counted as profit.
Excellent. And in reference to your expansion plans, what is your growth strategy to gain more of the international travelers and the locals to even understand that Davis Falls exists?
Well, if you guys all know, marketing is very expensive. The reason why we're trying to work with other resorts and tour company and to give that 20% commission. So they would market for us, they would bring guests for us, and we just give them that 20% commission. And in return, that will help with marketing. We do have our own website, TripAdvisor, but we're looking forward to work with anybody who is willing to form a partnership with us and give commission in return.
Excellent. Have you considered networking through the BTIA, the BHA, and those other organizations?
Anybody who wants to work with us, we're willing. Per person, a person gaining 20% commission, they're actually getting $34 Belize per person, and they don't have to do anything. They just have to bring them here or get them here, and they're making money without have to lift a finger. Let's say $34 per person. So if you bring 10 people for us, that's $340 in your hand, doing nothing, just recommending.
Very much.
Thank you. Let's go to our next judge, Judge Victor.
Hi, yes, good afternoon. I am going to look at a business canvas and I will go to value proposition. What is the value that you see to someone? I honestly look at, there may be other opportunities, yes. There's not just the 1,000-foot fall. I went with my family to Blue Creek Cave some time back, and I know for a party of 10, the grandmother, she didn't want to go into the cave, for example, and so you may have a party that some people may not want. So what other value propositions do you bring to them? Because the falls itself might not be attractive to everybody.
That's true. Before we book guests, we make sure to stress that it is a high activity tour, that you need some certain level of physique to be able to do that trip. We focus that they are very well prepared and do our best to explain to them as possible.
But apart from the falls, is there any wildlife? Is there any scarlet macaws? Is there any spider monkeys?
All right,
what is it that additional that you can offer?
Just the drive itself to the fall, it's an adventure. Not every day people can say they're driving through the rainforest, crossing 8 rivers, 8 miles off-road on a fully loaded 4x4 John Deere on a fully customized trailer. So just along the way, you could see a lot of flora and fauna. And the hike itself, that also includes walking under the canopy of the rainforest. So what people love is that it's new. People love new. A lot of people come to Belize. A lot of tourists, they come more than one time. They're always looking for something different to do. So that's where we're coming in. We have 2 swimming areas as well. Davis Fall being the first one, and we have a natural pool. Reason why we have 2 swimming areas, usually when people do the 30 minutes hike back to the John Deere, they're already sweating, hot. So we have one last time to freshen up before we get on the tractor once more and head back home.
Great. And our final judge, Judge Christie.
Good afternoon, Javier. So I understand that the business is family owned, which I would assume also quantifies why your price is on the lower average point, especially because you guys are offering food, snacks, you're offering the transportation. Yes, they have a hike. Yes, they get to a waterfall. So I can see the price point advantage for you because it is family owned. My question would be in regards to the expansion. I know right now you're marketing Awa Jungle for the Davis Falls in particular, and of course the Mayan pools, but I'm assuming that you're also marketing for long-term to build the actual eco-friendly resort.
Our main goal is actually the resort, but due to our finance, we had to find a way to narrow it down to something we could afford, and that's where our jungle excursions, we decided to do a tour company. So that's our start. That's our starting point, and if it does become success, I believe it will be successful, and from there on, we're gonna start work on our eco resort.
So currently everyone that's being employed by Awa Jungle Resort is family, no
Yes.
outsiders, correct?
No outsiders.
So for yourselves, how do you split commissions, like based on the amount of heads that you receive, or?
For right now, since the company isn't on its feet as yet, because the COVID really held us back. Right now, no owner is receiving no profit, no paid. Everything is going back into the company. Until our jungle excursion is on its feet, it will be shared 50% to the company, going back into the company, and the other 50% will be shared 10% equally within the 5 owners of our jungle excursions. So that's until our jungle or is on its feet. So until then, no owner will be receiving any kind of profit from the company.
And the business has been operating for how long so far?
Since 2019.
Okay, since 2019. So based on the bar chart that you showed, it appeared to me that you had about roughly 120 guests so far at a rate of $85 per head. So we're looking at all of that money, aside from the 2 heads that you said would require maybe for fuel, cost of transportation. We're looking at all of that basically going into a fund whereby you're using that fund to build the business currently. So
yes.
How much would you say currently you have stockpiled, I would say, put aside towards the actual building of your eco lodge?
Well, for now, the John Deere 4x4, we had to get a loan for it. So almost all the profit is going towards the John Deere. And I guess from there, until we fully paid for the tractor, then we could move on to other projects that needed to be done. So for
how much longer would you have to pay off that before you can see clear profit on every single thing?
Well, I guess it all depends on how quick the tourism industry is growing in Belize, how many guests we get. But if we do get a good high season this year, probably by next year, we're already working on other projects.
And I do understand your marketing concept of providing or offering the tourists to local resorts and local stations, and them also being able to capitalize on it by receiving.
Also adding another excursion or tour to their lists, because all resorts, they usually have their own BTB tour operator license. So they do give tours, and sometimes it's the same tours every year they're offering. So something new to add to their list.
And I could see with all that property that you probably also put in for like camping and.
We do plan
river tubing.
A lot, from tubing to horseback riding to ATVs. So if our eco lodge is located in the middle, we probably do horseback riding, bicycle, ATVs from the middle our eco lodge to the campsite all the way in Davis Park, 50 acres.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, everyone. And there we have it. We have come to the end of the Entrepreneurship World Cup Belize 2021 National Pitch Competition. We are so thankful to all the we are so thankful to all the national hosts who have pitched today. You all did a fantastic job, and we are going to ask the judges to now go into their breakout rooms to be able to deliberate and find out who the next winner or the winner of the Entrepreneurship World Cup Belize will be. Judges, you have 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes to deliberate, and then we will ask you to come back to the room as soon as you are finished. In the meantime, I will be sharing with the finalists what will be happening next and the prizes for the national winner.
Everybody more relaxed now?
So finalists, one strong finalist, give us some feedback on how you're feeling right now before we move into what happens next. Anyone can unmute.
Well, my hands are sweating.
Yes.
But this was a wonderful experience.
I agree.
And let me say that if there is ever a time where any of you SMEs need assistance in presenting pitches, or you do not want to basically go to Beltrade to have them assist you with any business plans or modules, or you simply need any sort of small business assistance, even in marketing or exposing your product to the local market, please feel free to hit me up. I sent my number, and this is my passion and what I will continue to do. You all did great today. I think there's going to be 3 finalists moving on. Of those 3, will be competing against the Caribbean. And then from the Caribbean, whoever completes, if Belize is in it, will be going with me to Riyadh to represent Belize as well. So good luck to everybody, and I'm so thankful that it turned out so well.
Much appreciated.
Yes. So congratulations again to you finalists. So if you want to know what happens next, as mentioned, the Entrepreneurship World Cup is not just a pitch competition. It's very much so an opportunity for entrepreneurs to further develop themselves and connect with other entrepreneurs within their countries, across the region, and across the globe. So I will share with you what happens next, step by step, and share what is to be expected for all the finalists, and as well as the national winner, whichever one of you it turns out to be. You will also know what happens next for you. So the Entrepreneurship World Cup started out as an idea in 2017, I believe, 3 years ago, and now supports over 175,000 entrepreneurs in 200 countries. This is made possible by 3 co-host organizations, which I will tell you more about. The EWC, as I said, is more than just a competition. It's an entire experience, including training, resources, connections, mentorship. It's a shot at life-changing prizes of $1 million in cash prize total for the global winners, plus a combined $75 million worth of in-kind support for the top 100 global finalists. Not to mention investment opportunities, awesome resources, and perks from the EWC leading partners. The competition was open to entrepreneurs from all stages, early stage, idea stage, growth, and beyond. All applicants, as you know, and all finalists even now, as you know, you had access first to $25,000 worth of perks from the partners such as Google Cloud, Hootsuite, and we hope that each of you have taken the opportunity to leverage these resources. The organizers that have put this together is the MISC Forum. The MISC Global Forum is a flagship ongoing platform of the MISC Foundation, a nonprofit philanthropic foundation established to discover, develop, and empower the youth to become active participants in the knowledge economy. It brings young leaders, creators, and thinkers together with established global innovators to explore ways to meet the challenge of change. The Global Entrepreneurship Network operates a platform of projects and programs in 180 countries, aimed at making it easier for everyone, everywhere to start and scale a business, fostering deeper cross-border collaboration between entrepreneurs, investors, resource researchers, policymakers, and organizations. The third organization that has made this possible is the Global Education and Leadership Foundation, which works to prepare the next generation of leaders to be able to act as ethical global citizens and entrepreneurs in the face of the world's most daunting challenges. TELF is passionate about helping identify innovative leaders with strong values and then supporting them to develop to their full potential. Last but certainly not least, as we come together in the Caribbean, the EWC Caribbean organizers is head by Dr. Marcia Brandon, who had welcomed you when this competition began. Her organization is COESL, and it has been partnered with Gen Caribbean and the Entrepreneurship World Cup to increase the participation of entrepreneurs like yourself across the Caribbean region and to assure that we are well represented in this global event. COESL has joined forces with regional organizations to execute this mission and host the Caribbean Regional Finals, which I will tell you more about in the next coming slides. So the EWC Regional Finals, the national winner from today, from Belize, will join other national finalists from across the Caribbean and will represent your country and pitch at this competition. The event will be hosted and streamed live on Sunday, the 25th of July, which is 2 weeks and a day from today. So you have 2 weeks to meet with some mentors, even get more feedback from your judges today, and improve on your pitch that you've already presented, and then come back even stronger to pitch in the regionals. The Accelerator 2 is made available by the EWC Global. This is going to be made available to all the national winners. So the EWC Global organization will host a training and mentorship program in the months of August and September for all the EWC finalists. And from this accelerator program, which will be attended by over 300 persons, the top 100 global finalists will be selected from this pool. These top 100 finalists will go on to the EWC Global Pitch Competition. The Global Pitch Competition, the person selected in that top 100 will receive an all-inclusive or all-expense-paid trip to Riyadh, Saudi Arabia in November from the 14th to the 18th. So the question is, who is going to be the national winner for Belize? And we will have to, of course, await the judges' results to find out what happens next and who will go on. But we also have some really amazing news from our partners in the Caribbean. For all the finalists, we have even more resources available for you and making it possible for you to be able to share your business and grow your businesses. So from our local partners in the Caribbean, we have, and I will pull that up. From our local partners in the Caribbean, we also have Upshift Global, who is offering training for the national finalists, COESL with a scholarship to any of the COESL or Gen Caribbean events. We also have Gen Caribbean, an invitation to be a speaker at Gen Caribbean. We have COESL as well featured. We have COESL as well. Is a feature on COESL's social media pages and their website. From Gen Caribbean, we have a 6-month mentorship program from COESL mentor, from a COESL mentor in the area most needed. And last but not least, we have a 1-month group mentorship in the area of need from CEFE. And I just saw that our EWC Caribbean or leader has rejoined us. So I invite Dr. Brandon to share with us some final words as we await the judges' results.
Wow. So, how did it go, everybody? Nice, nice. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm seeing smiles. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. What do you think, Crystal? How did it go?
It was intense. We saw so many great finalists, and
Awesome.
I never want to be in the position of a judge. It's always the most difficult part about all of this is selecting just one person, because you see so much potential across all the applicants, all the finalists. Their pitch was sharp today. Belize really brought their A game.
Oh
so
my God.
I know the judges must be under some serious pressure. They're not back yet, so that's proof that they're under pressure. And I've done my entire presentation already. So let's see what happens.
Oh my God. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yes.
As Belize is going on, Suriname is going on as well. So I was trying to pitch in between, and but yeah, so so one of the things that's really amazing is just the sheer grit of and resilience of our Caribbean entrepreneurs or Caribbean people. And I'm so sorry I didn't get to hear all the pitches, but I'm gonna go back onto the recording to hear what is there. But I just want to encourage all of you that you are winners. I mean, there are so many people who actually went onto the platform and signed up.
Yes.
But there are only so many people who actually took the time or had the time to go through methodically and complete what was there to be completed so that you could actually submit. Because if you didn't submit, you wouldn't have a chance at pitching. Yeah.
And that is the commitment they had to, get out here and continue this journey of an entrepreneur.
I really have to commend your national organizer, because I know there were times when she felt like, listen.
It was like, no walking back way like crab anymore.
But how are you feeling now, Helen?
I'm relieved. I'm so happy, and
awesome.
I really made the right choices. I mean, of the amount chosen, we had a total of 56 or a bit more that submitted.
Wow.
But just to sit down and evaluate all the ideas and look at the top 7 that I have for, I'm like, yes, I made the right choice.
Awesome. Yes. Yes.
And I know the judges are having a hard time.
No,
I am sure they are.
Yes. 69, Helen. 69 submitted, just one over Barbados. Barbados had 68 submitted.
And that's because really and truly, the only site that I placed it on was on Belize Entrepreneur Spotlight, which is my business page, and it just spread like wildfire.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, I mean, the hardest thing is to start. As I think we all know, as entrepreneurs, the hardest thing is just to start. And this is an excellent start. I know it felt like it wasn't going to happen, but your entrepreneurs are enthusiastic. I mean, everybody is smiling. I can see they had I hope they had fun presenting, pitching, and making it clear to the judges exactly what their product is, what the potential is, I'm like Crystal now. I'm forgetting the P's.
Yes. I am hoping for
product, people, who your people are, and what the predictability is. So I'm sure, and even as you go forward, your pitch is so important. And it's one of the things that COESL and Gen Caribbean, along with our other partners, including the Grand Solutions and Red Diamond is going to try to do throughout the not try, is going to do more of throughout the region, just helping our entrepreneurs to formulate that pitch deck, that winning pitch deck. Yeah. Our judges are back.
I think Helen is checking in to make sure. And we're going to, yes, the judges are back. Ooh, we are excited to see what's going to happen next. But even before everyone hears the judges, there is something that I really love to do, because in these virtual worlds, you know, we no longer have the opportunity to take pictures and have a showcase of all the participants. So I will switch to gallery view. And I invite everyone to turn on their cameras so that we can have a quick photo shoot with all the finalists and the judges, and then we will hear the announcement. So the only one that I see here missing from my, is Mr. Leonard Allen. If you can turn on your camera, then we can have our quick, yes, thank you so much. And Judge Dion, thank you as well. I'm going to. So if everyone can give us a smile, and you can unmute yourself and say Entrepreneurship World Cup Belize.
Are we going to catch a voice too?
Hopefully we can, and we get a really great.
Awesome.
Oh yes,
Awesome.
Mr. Allen, I see you are ready for this this photo shoot here. I am excited for you as well. Well, there we go. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Entrepreneurship World Cup Belize. So judges, thank you for your deliberations. Thank you for taking the time to do this. And now let us know which one of you will be making the announcement of the winners.
Quick question, Crystal.
Yes.
Will they be giving the final 3 only, right?
Yes.
Okay,
so start with the third place, then the second, and then the first. So actually, let me announce it then. So in the third place for the Entrepreneurship World Cup Caribbean Belize 2021 is
Mr. Awe.
All right, Mr.
Yes. Congratulations,
Excursion.
Awe. And next up, in again, second place for the Entrepreneurship World Cup Caribbean Belize 2021, we have
None other than Outwork Belize, Mr. Hoy.
Yes.
Oh, thank you very much, guys.
Fantastic. And the winner of the EWC, the Entrepreneurship World Cup Caribbean Belize 2021, in first place, we have
None other than Ash Holdings, Miss You, it's all.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much.
So you can go ahead and make final words. Tell us how you feel. Our winner for the Entrepreneurship World Cup this year for Belize. You have 1 minute to let us know.
I could cry, honestly. I'm so grateful and I'm so excited. I've had this vision since I was a student doing my bachelor's in economics. And I really hope I can realize this vision I have. And with you all behind me, I know I can do anything. Thank you very much.
You're so welcome. Thank you for your presentation today. You did amazing. We're so happy to see you. And now I invite the national host for Belize to give us her final words before we close out. Helen, over to you.
1 second. I'm so excited. I think I'm even more nervous than the ones that have been chosen. I am truly excited. And as stated, we do have finalists that did not make it. However, I am here to stay. I am here to work. Trust me, there's going to be more than one opportunity coming around for all of us as entrepreneurs. My site is available for all of us. There is also different options that we can offer to you as well when it comes to mentoring. If there is any kind of anything that you need, as long as you're an entrepreneur, you come to me, and as there's a will, there's a way, I will find it. I thank you all so much. Thanks to the judges, Miss Marcia, Crystal, you're a sweetheart. I don't know where I would be without you, girl. So thank you all, and I believe they will be announcing the next dates, and I do hope that everybody keeps in contact with me. I'm here to continue growing with you.
Yes, thank you so much, Helen. A final word from the judges as well. Judge Victor, how was it? How is it for you? Any last words for all the entrepreneurs as they leave today?
For me, it was quite a wonderful experience, especially just the last minutes debating back and forth with my two other judges. And basically, there were very good arguments from both ends. And basically, at the end, when they said who has to announce it, they just saw me fit. I don't know why. I don't know what did I bring to the table. They see me fit to be able to do the presentation of the winners. And I'm glad. I'm so glad that you came on top. Congratulations.
Thank you, Victor. Our next judge, your final words, Dr. Dion.
One of the things that we really want everyone to know that this was really splitting hairs between the three finalists. And at the very end of it, we had to come to a decision. And like Victor mentioned, I mean, we struggled with the final, but we're confident that the entrepreneur chosen can compete on that worldwide stage with a product that is people focused, that has great potential for growth, not only in Belize, but in other markets as well, and is not as predictable as others may be. So we feel that it also puts us in a position as Belize to compete and possibly win. So we applaud all of you, your energy, your interest, your focus, and your commitment to entrepreneurship. Don't give it up. All of you have great products, which I know will become viable. And like Christy says, Helen, sorry, is that it will happen. And we can offer you additional support because this is not the end. This is only the beginning. And because only one person could win, we applaud Huguette, and we applaud all of you for trying. And we apply all of you. You're all winners today. Thank you.
Thank you. And our final judge, with your last words, Judge Christie.
It was a really hard decision. We wanted to make sure that we were making the right decision. We all believe that all of you are winners. We want you to continue pushing and moving forward. Don't give up on your dreams because you're one step away from fulfilling what you're going after. You just need to continue being motivated and pushing ahead. Don't stop believing in your dream because, that's what dreams are made for, right? So we can grow, so we can develop ourselves and we can help everyone. So just continue believing in your dream and continue pushing through. We do appreciate that all of you took the time out to make your presentations. You did an excellent job. And of course, we're just happy to be a part of this experience as well and happy to be able to be with you guys as you also go through this experience. So thank you guys so much.
Crystal, you're muted.
Excited that she's muted.
Hello again. Thank you, everyone. We are now at the end of the Entrepreneurship World Cup Belize 2021. And as all the judges have said, this is just the beginning. The entrepreneur, the finalist, Miss Hewitt Saw, will be moving on to the Caribbean Regional Finals on Sunday, the 25th of July, and competing with all the other finalists, national finalists from across the Caribbean. We salute you, Ms. Saul, and we congratulate you as well. We thank all the finalists for presenting today. We thank the judges for availing their time, and salute the national organizer, Ms. Helen. You have done a fantastic job, and we look forward to all the Belize entrepreneurs excelling in 2021 and beyond. I am your host, Crystal Legrand of Legrand Solutions, and the EWC Caribbean team, head by Dr. Marcia Brandon. Thank you so much for having me today, and it was a pleasure being with you. Have a good evening.
Thank you.